The time is wow. We are seeing female projects absolutely mooning. We're going to be talking you through that. Plus, we've got a massive disruptor in the NFT marketplace. And we're going down under with some Aussie mates that are allowing you to experience a pioneering experience to earn. It's all this week's movers and shakers coming up. So it's been a massive week for female-led projects, and the big one has to be World of Women. Now let's give you some context into World of Women. It's a 10,000 piece collection, PFP collection. It minted at 0.08 back in July, and guess where it's at right now? It is at a whopping 8 ETH, if not higher by the time you guys are watching this. So we are so excited to be talking about World of Women because it is just the most incredible project. And finally, it's achieving that blue chip status, isn't it, Warren?
It's nice to see that there's that nod of notoriety now, and really it's getting the access and the recognition it deserves.
Oh, 8.59 floor price. I mean, I'm gonna show you guys the beauty that is the PFPs, but also we'll have a look at the activity. Now, here's the really interesting thing. This has kind of been bubbling for a while. It's been sat at 1.8 ETH for a few weeks, to be honest, well before Christmas. And then all of a sudden, it had a bit of a flurry and we jumped to about 4 ETH. And that's when I actually jumped in with my World of Women that I bought. And you can see here on the activity that it has just gone up and up and up. And then in the last few days, this has happened. Now, this is really important, this little spike that we've got here, because yesterday, at time of recording, a very big announcement came out. Guy Oseary signs the NFT collective World of Women for representation alongside the Bored Ape Yacht Club. So if you ever needed clarification that this is a potential blue chip project in the NFT space, I think side by side with the Bored Ape Yacht Club is a big thing. Now, why is this important? This is the manager behind Madonna, behind U2, behind the Red Hot Chili Peppers. And this is opening up World of Women to a massive opportunity in film, TV, gaming, consumer products, and lots of other categories as well. Licensing, all that stuff, Warren. It's such a huge opportunity, isn't it?
Yeah, so what's really cool about the announcement, which we saw, I believe, on the 12th of January, is, like you've just said, Guy Oseary, his background in intellectual property, let's talk about him. So he's a music vet. He's also a big tech investor. And in October 2021 is when we first started hearing that name in the NFT community, because that's really where the Bored Apes, they agreed that partnership for him to take their IP to the next level. Why is that interesting? So if we take, and I did some quick due diligence, if we look at the end of October, so when that announcement first started to happen, the floor price, the average floor value was around 39 ETH in the Bored Ape community. We look at that today, the floor price, 74 ETH. Although, Bex, most of those apes are still being sold for between 85 to 95 ETH at time of recording.
Yeah.
Why is that interesting? Because it's taking the intellectual property, moving it into, what do we see with the Bored Apes? We saw music partnerships with Timbaland. We've seen different and brand new people come into the space, like Post Malone. He bought 2 apes. Yeah, MoonPay helped me out with that. But you see the level of access and new people coming into this space now. So super exciting.
It's not just about Guy Oseary. If we look at other influential people in the space, you may have just seen there was a tweet here from Gary V, you know, the guru of the NFT space, Gary Vaynerchuk. He's obviously been a massive advocate of World of Women for some time. Reese Witherspoon, her profile picture is a World of Women PFP as well. So this is amazing to see. That's been for quite some time, but most recently, Eva Longoria Baston, as she's now known, that desperate housewife, has changed her PFP to World of Women. Don't get me wrong, I am gutted that I was sitting on this when it was at a 1.8 ETH floor. I mean, the return is incredible on this right now. Not that I'm ever going to be selling, But this is something that I want to be holding for a very long time. But lots of people, you know, this is really picking up. This is big money is exchanging hands here. And this is something that just, again, secures what we all anticipated and knew, was that the world of women was always going to be seen as that blue chip status. Now, you guys might think, well, I haven't got 8.59 ETH in my wallet. And I appreciate that. I know lots of people might not be in that position. However, if you're looking for what the opportunity is for you at a lower price point, what I would suggest is that you look at other fantastic female projects out there. There's Sad Girls Bar. Well, Alpha Girl Club has just sold out and has already jumped to a 0.16 floor. But the big one that we think you should be looking at next is Boss Beauties. And this is a huge project that both Warren and myself minted because we saw the massive opportunity. This has got a heritage of empowering women to really be at the head of anything that they want to be. Girls can be whoever they want to be in this space and beyond. But also, this is Lisa Meyer, who is the founder or the co-founder of this. She's got 10 years worth of experience in business and empowering women. And this is just one of the many, many reasons why you should get involved in Boss Beauties, because it is at a more affordable price point. I have to say, though, be quick. At time of recording, this price point, which was sat about 0.16 for quite some time, so this is below an Ethereum, it's now at 0.87 and climbing. So it is a great opportunity for you guys to get involved and see the dividends of that. They've just teamed up and partnered with Marvel. They've got so much opportunity here in the grand scheme of things when it comes to this particular project. So if you are wanting to get behind those all-important female-led projects, then this most definitely is your entry point to do that. Now, something else that we're really bullish on, which has been disrupting the market a little bit, the biggest market out there, shall we say, is obviously Opensea, which a lot of you guys are familiar with. But there's a new kid on the block right now, and they're called Looks Rare. And this has been one of the movers and shakers of the week. It takes us away from our traditional look at projects. And this is looking at a platform, a marketplace that is really causing that movers and shakers feel this week, because it announced with a token airdrop that there is an opportunity for anyone who has been shopping on OpenSea between the 16th of June and the 16th of December, that they have taken a snapshot and you will get rewarded with Looks tokens. And this is what's really interesting. I think this is one of the most fantastic marketing campaigns here, because yes, you have to come onto here to claim your token, but what you also have to do is list something to sell in order to claim that token, and then you get the opportunity to stake your tokens, your Looks Rare tokens, to earn even more money, which you will earn every time you list or sell a project. Warren, I don't know what your take on this is. I am so bullish on Looks Rare because, to be honest, OpenSea is feeling a little bit problematic at the moment.
Broken sea, right?
Yeah.
That's what people are calling it right now. I think the challenge that people have had is that OpenSea's been that place for arguably the big groundswell of consumers that have got so used to coming into the sector, you know, using a MetaMask, that connecting to OpenSea, then having the issues and challenges of how mad the fluctuations of gas, Ethereum, Gwei can be. But also, let's strip it all back, right? You want a reliable platform which is actually there supporting the consumer user base. Looks Rare has absolutely, it's come out of the midnight and it's disrupted how people are looking at marketplaces and what they should do, how they should be for the consumers. One of the key USPs is its anti-whale and its anti-bot technology. So what that simply means to you and I, Bex, is that they're not allowing that kind of big holder dumping supply market manipulation that we've seen on some of the other projects where they've come to mint and they've got that notoriety, and before you know it, the cost has skyrocketed. It's difficult for new people to come into it. And again, it's manipulating and changing how people see, which should arguably be a fair distribution of NFT access for anybody that's coming in. For me, it's got my vote. I'm so keen now to see how one of the big challenges is the social media. Yeah. How interactive are OpenSea when people have got challenges?
Well, I've had some issues this week. I paid gas to list an item for sale. they took my gas and haven't listed it, and I'm having a back and forth with them right now. It's frustrating. So what we would suggest, the opportunity for you guys here is actually, if you have been shopping on Opensea, go and check. There is still a chance, I believe, or maybe it's run out actually. You might have just missed your opportunity to claim, but take a look at the tokens, take a look at the opportunity of buying some tokens and staking them. People have seen some big rewards for this over the last few days. And to be honest, start listing your collections if you are thinking of selling. It's less fees, bigger opportunity. Yes, there's still a few teething problems with this, but actually, you know what? For me, this is something that I think we should keep an eye on. This very well may just disrupt the space. Right, let's move on to our third and final project that we are going to talk about today. And this time we're going down under and we are going to check out the Aussie Mates. And this is a fantastic project, which I'm really excited about this. So they've just released a mint pass or a whitelist to get into minting your particular NFT, and that has just sold out. But let's talk about the collection. Warren, run us through how much is in the collection, what that minting price will be, when it's actually going to mint.
So so simply put, it's a 10,000 kangaroo collection. Really gorgeous looking artwork. The mint date that we've got as it's deemed right now, Bex, is going to be the 4th of February. So we've got some time from time recording for you guys to go ahead, check out the project, get into the communities of Discord, and start understanding the benefits and opportunity. The motivation. It's one of the big things that we look at, and it's one of the big things which we're always aware of when we're looking at our own project specs. The motivation of a project. And for Aussie Mates, and this is the project we're speaking about, it's founding on the belief of no mate should ever get left behind. And it's about that inclusion, that bringing people together, and being able to take your Aussie mate where you're IRL and you're checking them out in your wallet, or you're in a metaverse and they're going to be bouncing behind you wherever you go on that journey, and be a real kind of friend for life.
Now, the great thing is that if you think about kangaroos, and the reason why they've chosen that as your PFP is because kangaroos always move forward. They can't move backwards. So there's a really positive vibe around this. Like 0.05 at mint is plus gas is going to be really, really affordable for a lot of people. I think it's a great way to get in. The team is fully doxed. We know Bianca. She has been all over LinkedIn, all over Twitter, and you can see them here. They are not afraid to show who they are and why this is important for them. And also what I love about this is that they are really pushing an experience to earn opportunity as well. So let's talk a little bit about that, Warren.
Yeah, so that reward itself, and it's the investment in putting investment people, putting themselves and others, and effectively promoting that harmony of doing good around you. The experience to earn mechanism and the mechanics that they're pioneering. They're looking at partnerships and they're really understanding how that's going to ultimately realize itself. So still a lot of work to be done. But for me, anybody that's going to drive an initiative which brings more people together, it builds inclusion, it's going to pull more people into community and ultimately be a good thing. Another key utility, which I think is being really detailed out and really well thought about, is the augmented reality app, which Aussie Mates are going ahead and put together. I think that when you can bring your Kanga to life and show them to kind of IRL friends and normies that maybe aren't even in the space yet, like, it's a fantastic way of talking, getting to know people, talking about your hobbies and habits and interests. For me, it's really, really simple, right? If we can kind of look at almost like a geocaching type environment where you've got your Kanga that's going to be able to help you out IRL, you're converging the technology of the digital environments around you with your wallet and your Aussie mate, your friend for life, and you're bringing them into kind of your day-to-day activity. No good project is ever without its idea on how it can really help mental health. And the metaverse mental health, I think, is something, Bex, that you and I have spoken about great detail. The challenges of when you're quite insular and you're doing your own research and you're in your own projects for such a long time with your own NFTs, being able to kind of come out and have discussion and be in community with Discord members where there's no toxicity and there's a safe and harmonized space where you can kind of voice your opinions and provide almost like that open discussion of accessible care and accessible support. Well, Aussie Mates are all about that as well, and that's something which is really close to their hearts. Like you've just said, Bianca, fully available to go and check out on LinkedIn, I think, as well as the other social medias. Sarah as well, I've had the pleasure of speaking to, and Sarah is one of the key team there that's driving a lot of the marketing and giving us the opportunity to speak about Aussie Mates as well today. Finally, the pioneering experience to earn mechanic is going to be specifically around rewarding the investment that people put in themselves, others, and effectively the wider community. So we're looking forward to seeing how those tokenomics work and how that manifests itself. But it's great to see they're really thinking things in a different way now.
Yeah. And just if you're wondering why the APAC region is going to be really exciting in terms of the NFT space, you only have to look at Deadfellas and how well that is doing as an Aussie project as well. So that is the big tip from us. You've got 3 amazing disruptors in the market, one that you can mint in the near future, one that is going to change the way that you might be buying and selling your NFTs, and one that is definitely changing the game for female projects. Well, there you have it. It is all moving and shaking in the NFT space this week. We hope you found that really useful. Now, if you are looking for more investment opportunities and want that additional analysis to go along with your own research, you'll be wanting to check out videos like this. There's so much going on in the NFT space. There's going to be something right for everyone, and we hope you do find it. But until next time, we'll see you then.